Hey, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to TCG Madness, the channel that is all TCG all the time. And in today's video, we're going to be doing something I have been wanting to do for a very long time. This is going to be episode 1 of the TCG stock market, where I'm going to go through, we're going to look at a specific company. In today's video, we're going to take a specific look at Disney Lorcana, and I'm going to tell you guys whether or not I think now's a good time to either buy, sell, or hold. I'm going to give you guys what my recommendation is, my opinion, and we're going to take a look at some specific examples. And I want you guys to also too chime in, have a conversation with me, let me know if you think I'm right or wrong about certain things. But again, of course, always please be respectful to everybody else in the comments section. Everybody's entitled to an opinion. This is just all that it basically is to me. It's just an opinion. I'm going to go through some specific examples, and like I said, I'll give you guys my recommendation. And while you're at it, don't forget, guys, to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and if you do all three of those things, like, comment, and subscribe, you will enter in a chance to win this booster box of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist Nexus. I am giving away for the booster box of the month giveaway for the month of December, giving away a Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster box Duelist Nexus. Like, comment, and subscribe. You must be in the US to qualify. That is, once again, like, comment, and subscribe. Must be in the US to qualify. Winner will be announced at the end of this month. So let's talk about Disney Lorcana. We're going to get to some specific numbers, but I kind of wanted to start off with Disney Lorcana because I made a video called Disney Lorcana, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I went through and highlighted some specific things that I really like, things that I don't like, things that worry me. The one biggest thing that worried me were the card prices. And then today I hopped on my computer and we're at TCG Player, and I take a look at TCG Player, and I was very surprised to see the stark difference from prices just a couple of weeks ago, and actually just a month ago. There's a big difference. Seems like every 2 weeks we are actually starting to see a dip, and I'm going to get into specific examples, and then towards the end of this video I'm going to lay out my case for either why I think now's a good time to buy, to sell, or to hold. And when I'm looking at something like that, my criteria for those three categories: it's a good time to hold when you see prices going up and down. When you see prices drastically going up, prices going down, you see a lot of stagnation, just kind of just not movement. Those three things are usually a good time to just kind of hold and wait to see what happens. A good time to buy is when you're seeing just a constant dip. A good time to just sell off your collections when you're seeing prices at an all-time high. Pretty straightforward, right? So let's take a quick look at Disney Lorcana. Specifically, let's talk right about the rise of the Floodborn. Excuse me. Also, too, another thing to kind of look at too is what you're looking at is card prices, field products, current sets, future sets, and past sets. Those are also great things to also look at, which we are going to do here as well. So the first thing we're taking a look at is booster box prices, and not just the individual booster box. Let's take a look at the case itself first. So this is something, and pay no attention to this right now. I actually tried to purchase this. It says seller offline, because when I saw this, I actually wanted to jump on this immediately. So there's some kind of glitch in the system currently going. But let's take a look at when booster boxes or the cases first made their appearance. That was October 4th to October 6th, and what you're seeing is booster box cases were going for about $1,300. Pretty standard there, right? As you keep going down, you're seeing right about here was at that highest peak. So November 12th to November 14th. That was probably like their full launch at that point. After that, just drastically dropping. Just dropping. Here we are just a month later. 1 month later, guys. December 3rd to December 5th. We are seeing now prices per case on Rise of the Floodborn below $1,000. When you go down here, you can see the cheapest price, actually, that isn't the $500 one, which is not real. You see $974 plus. Oh, shipping actually is included, so that's free shipping. So that's pretty good there. Let's go take a look at the individual prices. Individual prices. See, this is what I mean. This would have been a good time to hold. When you see something like this, that's usually a time you just say, nope, not for me. You're seeing lots of ups and downs. So you go over here again. We saw November. Here we go. This is probably like the full launch, November 3rd to 5th. And then all the way about a month later, we are seeing prices now below $300. MSRP, by the way, on booster boxes for Disney Rise of the for any Disney Lorcana, excuse me, is $150. That's supposed to be MSRP, and that information is going to come handy here in just a second. So let's go take a look now at individual card prices. So that's the sealed product. What about the legendaries? Okay, legendaries. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legendaries in double figures. The most expensive one is the Beast Tragic Hero, coming in at a solid $31. The second one is Scar, Vicious Cheater, coming in at $17.50. Beast, 15 bucks. Belt, excuse me, also coming in at 15, and Alice coming in at 12.40. The legendaries after that drastically go down from 7 to 8 to 6, 6, 6, and 3 and 3. So really not the greatest after that. So that's it for legendaries. Let's take a look at super rares. Super rares, we have 1, 2, 3. Excuse me, we only have 2, not 3. We have 2 cards in the super rares that are double figures. That's Arthur's Wizard's Apprentice and Cinderella Stout-Hearted. Not very good when it comes to super rares. Super rares are the cards that you're basically going to pull a ton of. I think per box, it's somewhere between 5 and 6 per box, I believe. So that means 5 or 6 of these, you're going to get this. And then you can see after the $7 to $5, it drastically drops. So you're pulling $2, $2, $1, 83 cents. Not very good when you're, doing individual prices. And like I said, some people may be thinking right now too, like, well, pricing and all these card prices, that doesn't matter. Who cares about that? We should just play or buy whatever you want. I completely agree with that mindset. However, 2 things. Number one, whether we like it or not, card prices in the stock market, it's not just cardboard anymore. Here we are now in 2023. Everything has a dollar value to it. Everything does, whether we like it or not. And that means scalpers, that means flippers, all that kind of stuff. People that are going to come in and flip this product, that are going to scalp it, hoard it. So when you see these prices actually dropping down and someone's like myself trying to at least inform you, take that knowledge at least. That's pretty much all that I'm trying to do with this video. I enjoy collecting. I enjoy, I basically fund my own collection because I can actually do this for a living. I constantly sit here looking at prices. I constantly know when a good time to buy is and when a good time to hold is. I mean, I buy by the case. I don't buy booster. I mean, I do buy the generic booster box every now and then, more so, but I do buy usually by the case. I buy booster boxes by the case, whether it's Yu-Gi-Oh, whether it's Digimon, hopefully soon Disney Lorcana, and I do all this so I can fund my own collection, and so I can do stuff like this. I mean, I got slabs for days. I mean, I fund my own collection. This is just a brand new shipment of slabs that just came in. So I'm trying to at least pass that knowledge off to you guys, and hopefully, again, take it with a grain of salt. You don't have to like it. You don't have to hate it. Again, you can let me know in the comment section whether you think I'm right or wrong for pointing some of these things out, whether or not you think, my opinion is off, perfectly okay with that. You perfectly go ahead and sound off in the comment section again. Just ask that you be respectful, that's all. Don't be someone who's just like, I disagree with you, and just back it up with no information whatsoever. I love a good debate, I guess. So that's Disney Rise of the Floodborn. Let's take a specific look now at Disney, the first chapter. This is where things get very, very interesting. First chapter, take a look at that. That's a massive, massive dip. Booster box, or excuse me, a case of Disney, the first chapter, below $1,000. Now, I could not tell you the last time I saw a price like this. This is actually something I probably might buy here once this video is over. I might actually buy the full case. Because when you buy a full case of Disney Lorcana, I'm pretty sure you're guaranteed 2 enchanted rares per case. So, of course, only 4 boxes, so it's a 50-50 shot there. But just take a look at when the launch was versus when Rise of the Floodborn came out and how that coincided with the price changing. So you can see right here from September all the way to November 3rd, $1,600. I mean, at no point, look at that, 15, 16. So everything by the case was anywhere between $1,500 and $1,600, which is insane for 4 booster boxes. That's insane. Then you go right here to November 6th. So what was that? November 3rd to the 5th. Let's go a month later. December 3rd. Right about here. Yep, December 3rd. A month later. 1 month later. That's in between right here. That curve that you see right dropping down here. That coincides with the second set dropping of Disney Lorcana. So from November 3rd, then the Rise of the Floodborn drops, and then you see a massive, massive dip in booster box cases right here, the price difference. It's $1,000 difference, guys. That's huge. Now you have to ask yourself, okay, that happens. Why is that happening? And you can see the booster box is also the same. See, $400, $300 consistently. Rise of the Floodborn drops right here, and then just drop it. Now you're seeing booster boxes, by the way, almost at MSRP, $169.99. That's only $20 off of the MSRP. That's actually not that bad. So that's that. Illuminator's Treasure Trove, this is still baffling to me. Why are these 170 bucks? I don't know that. I would not buy that. So now let's take a look at the enchanted prices. Because again, if you buy it by the case, you're going to get 2 of these. So you can see Elsa still holding very, very strong at $445. Stitch the Surfer, 170. Belle, Tinkerbell, and Mickey Mouse all holding in around 170. Aurora, 135. Simba, 115. I mean, all the enchanteds, by the way, are like, I mean, Hades is the cheapest at $94.99. I believe Rise of the Floodborn, the cheapest is like this Pete character, the bad. I think he's around like 80 bucks. I'll double check before. But you can see, if you're going to get 2 of these enchanted rares, I mean, that's pretty good. You're going to get $100 enchanted rare, and if you're very fortunate, you pull the most expensive one. That's really good. You're going to get back 3/4 of your money. Again, which is also great if you're a collector like myself and you do want these enchanted rares. You buy the case, you get the enchanted rare, hopefully get the one that you really want. If you don't, oh well, but then you maybe get those graded, you get them back, you sell them, you can continuously do this until you get to the cards you want. That's basically what I do. So let's go now take a look at the 3 categories. Super rares. We already took a look at the, we got legendary, super rares, and the rares. So legendaries is first up. You can see already Rapunzel, $41.97. Maleficent, $33.49. Hades, Belle, Elsa, Stitch. That's what? 4, 6. That's 6 cards in double figures. That's actually really good for legendaries. And then, of course, we get a couple $8 ones. If you see, too, let's see what the cold foil prices is. Cold foil still holding pretty strong, actually, at $28.58. So that's pretty good for a cold foil card coming in at legendary. So pretty good stuff for the legendaries. Next up, we'll take a look at the super rares. Let's see what we got here. This is probably why we're seeing the biggest dip in booster box prices. So take a look at these prices. Super rares, very, very cheap right now. $10, $8. I mean, this card was very expensive, especially for the foil version. Foil still holding in at $13, but the card itself is only at $4.98. That's very cheap, which is very good for both players and, you know, binder collectors and stuff like that. People who want full sets of stuff. But you take a look at right after Mulan, 98 cents, 76 cents. And again, this is bad pricing for the super rares. This is probably why we're seeing a big dip in pricing at the moment. So let's take one last look now at the rares. Let's get rid of mouse is slow there. There we go. Okay, so the rares are pretty decent still. Still got $9, $5, $4, $2, 3, 2. There's a lot of $2 and $3 cards there, which is pretty good. Lantern at one point was very expensive as well. You guys can see it's like a $5 card. You would pull a ton of these. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good actually. So there's still a good chance that you can make your money's worth. You can flip it. All in all, at the end of this video, I'm gonna give a recommendation of I think it's a good time to buy. Not only do I think it's a good time to buy, I think it's a good time to buy both sets. Definitely the first chapter. I highly recommend if you were somebody right now who wanted to get into Disney Lorcana, but you didn't in the beginning because you were like, man, prices are too expensive. Whether the booster boxes were sealed, whether it was the card prices individually, you couldn't get your hands on the product, Illuminator Treasure Trove, all that stuff was so expensive. You're like, I don't even care. Even if I wanted to buy singles, I couldn't even build a deck because the deck would have cost me an arm and a leg. Now is an excellent time, in my opinion, to buy Disney Lorcana. If you were someone who wanted to get into Disney Lorcana, now's the time. And I think we have finally reached the apex of pricing for Disney Lorcana. I firmly believe that. By the time the 3rd and the 4th set come out, I think we're going to continue to see prices dip. That's why I'm giving a recommendation of buy. I think now's a great time to buy. I do think Rise of the Floodborn, we will continue to see that dip. I think we're going to continue to see that thing just slope all the way down. I think by the time end of December is here and the New Year's is coming into 2024, I think we're going to see booster box prices hit that 180, 170 mark. We'll double check because I'm going to do these type of videos once a month for all of the major card companies that I feature on this channel. In the next video, in episode 2, we're going to take a good look at Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm going to give a good recommendation whether or not now's a good time to buy, sell, or hold. But for Disney Lorcana, it's a buy all day. You guys let me know if you think I'm right or wrong in the comment section. While you're at it too, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new here. If you do all 3 of those things, you will enter in a chance to win this Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster box of Duelist Nexus. That is like, comment, and subscribe. You must be in the US to qualify, by the way. And I do check, by the way, who does all 3 of the steps. So There were some people in the last video that blew up the comment section, but none of you guys hit that like button. So I know which ones you guys are, so I make sure I pay attention. So that's, once again, like, comment, subscribe. That'll enter you a chance to win a booster box. Let me know what you guys think again in the comment section. You think I'm right or wrong? You think we've finally seen the apex of pricing for Disney Lorcana? You think we're going to continue to see the downward trend, which is a good thing, by the way? It's great for players, great for collectors, and it's, like I said, it's about time, because I don't think if Disney Lorcana didn't hit this slope, prices didn't come down, I just don't know how people were going to continue to play this game. I really just don't. You need cheap cards, you need cheap pricing to get everybody involved. What we saw in the beginning was just absolute trash, and that wasn't the company's fault. That was everybody just going out there buying it all, hoarding it, flipping it, you know, putting this unrealistic price tag to these prices. And it was a little bit on the company's fault for, in my opinion, not mass producing this stuff. I didn't care if it ruined the market. I'm glad to see that prices are starting to finally come down. I do think we finally reached that apex. I think we're going to continue to see this, and again, that's why it gets a buy for me. So that's going to do it for this video. As always, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys next time.